You want to know my top 5 favorite things to do to make your goals reality? Then stay tuned. Hello and welcome to day 3 of our mini masterclass here, where we are working together to make 2024 your most fantastic year ever, because we've done all the stuff for our family and now it's our turn. 2024 is for us, so let's get to it. Today I have my best action steps that you can take when you're setting goals and resolutions and dreams even, and actually achieve them. So let's jump right in. These are my 5 favorite practical steps that you can take to make the magic happen. Practical magic, if you will. Because you need to take action towards your goals, of course. With these actions, it puts the right energy out into the universe to make things happen the right way for you. So let's just watch. In this lesson, I have almost magic ingredients to goal setting and going after your goals that will really help you achieve your goals in leaps and bounds. I don't know if you are a Harry Potter fan, but if you are, remember in the Half-Blood Prince when Harry gets the old book from the Half-Blood Prince, it has all kinds of instructions and things sort of written in the margins, and all of those instructions help him make better potions. Like he uses the side of a knife and it gets out more juices when everyone else is trying to cut them out. These little tips really helped Harry make better potions, and I have similar tips for goal setting that will help you achieve your goals faster. The note that said squish your bean with the side of a knife will get more juices out helped him so much that he won Felis Felices, which is liquid luck. So I'm going to give you a little bit of liquid luck here so that you can really make progress towards your goals a lot faster than you would without these. So I have 8 foolproof magical steps to help you achieve your goals. I call them magic because the results that you get is so much more than the effort that you will put into them. Okay, let's go. So the first one is habits. If you create a habit, you're going to do something almost on autopilot. It will get done easier and faster and without you even thinking about it. You brush your teeth the same way every day. You make your coffee, you start your car. All these little habits make life easier. Now these are small things, right? If you're making your tea, you don't think of every little step that you need to do. Pick up the kettle, take it to the sink, fill it with water, bring it back to the stand, turn it on. They just happen automatically, and all of a sudden you have a cup of tea and you didn't even have to think once of what you were doing because it's a habit. Now imagine if you applied that to something big. If you get a fantastic cup of tea out of that one little habit, can you imagine what amazing things you would get if you added habits to bigger things? These are things that you need to do repetitively almost every day, every week, things that you do on a regular basis to work towards your goal. How can you make achieving this goal easier? By creating habits. Okay, number 2 comes from habits, and that is routine. If you have a bunch of habits that you stack one on top of each other, you can make a routine. So the same with the habits, how can you add routines to your life to make it easier for you to achieve your goal? What types of routines do you need to do on a regular basis to work towards your goal? Or maybe it's just one of those habits that you identified for this goal and you can add it to an already existing routine. Maybe after supper, you load the dishwasher, you clean the kitchen, and then you scroll on your phone for a little bit before bed. Why not, before you scroll on your phone, how about if your goal is to write a book, that after you finish the kitchen, but before you start scrolling your phone, you sit down to write for 15-20 minutes or just get some ideas flowing. Adding it into an already existing routine will help you write for 15 minutes every day without even thinking about it. So think of how you can either create routines with the habits that you've identified or add them to already existing routines. Number 3 we touched on last week, and that is identifying the easiest first step and doing it and just starting. Because starting can be hard. Starting can be almost the hardest part. But once you start, then that ball starts rolling and it's a lot easier to keep going. But you have to start, and the easiest thing to do is to start with the actual easiest step there is to do. I read a study once, I can't remember where I saw it, but it was for weight loss, and they told the participants to just stand on the treadmill. They didn't have to walk, they didn't have to turn it on, they just had to go onto the treadmill and stand on it, because that was the easiest step. Anyone can just stand on a treadmill. It's the actual running or walking that takes the effort. So they wanted to get over that barrier of starting, and the best way to start is with the easiest step. So if you haven't identified it from last week, you can do that now. Identify what's the actual easiest step that I can take right now towards my new goal, and then just do it. Going back to writing a book, it's as easy as creating a file on your computer, my new book. It doesn't have to be the title of it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or special. Just open a new folder. If you want to start a new business, simply sitting down and brainstorming ideas of what you want your business to be. You don't have to make any decisions, you just have to dream. Maybe your goal is to travel. The easiest first step there would be to Google destination spots. That's fun, right? Number 4 is a continuation of number 3, and that is to take action every day. You may not know what the next step is today, but once you take today's step, then tomorrow's step will become more evident, and so on and so forth. It's like the path that we talked about last week. You don't know what's around the bend until you get to the bend. And you won't be able to get to the bend until you take the action to get to the bend. So take the action today, take today's action today, take tomorrow's action tomorrow, and don't worry about what's coming up. Because if you don't know it, it's okay, because you will know it eventually. The key thing is to make sure that you're consistently taking action, and the habits and the routines from 1 and 2 will help you with that. Even if it's a small step, make sure you are taking a step every day, not only to move forward towards your goal, but to have your goal as a priority in your life. If you say, yes, I'm writing a book this year, but you're not actually writing for any amount of time, then you're not writing it. Even if it's only a couple sentences a day, you're still taking action. You're still doing the writing, and you're still moving forward. Even if you don't know what to do, even if you only have 5 minutes, do something. No matter how small, it'll keep you moving forward, and it'll keep that momentum. Just celebrate your successes. We're always so focused on where we're going, on going forward. We're always looking forward, but we forget to look back and to celebrate what we've already done, because if we look backwards, we've done a whole lot. So make sure that you are celebrating every one of those little milestones that you're hitting, either on your game board or however you're tracking it. But make sure you're measuring your progress, what you've just done, and then celebrate all those little wins. Celebrating your successes to give you motivation and momentum to keep going towards the bigger goal. And of course, it's just fun to celebrate your little successes. Nothing really difficult there, right? They're all very practical, all very doable things that help you take action towards your goal every day. Now here's a peek at that list in my journal from the Wool and Ice box. Super fun. Of course, you can get the Wool and Ice box at the link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this series. Let me know in the comments below what your first step is going to be in 2024 towards the goal that you chose yesterday. I really enjoyed making these videos for you and giving you the gift of your best year yet. So if you haven't already, subscribe. I will be back in 2024 with more YouTube videos. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments below. Have a fantastic day and happy planning.